All right, time for a little history lesson, y'all. This is Velomachus Turns 2021. So, we were talking about the year in review all over the place right now. Here is very close to the initial builds of Indomitable Creativity that got me all started with it. And, this is just like a wonderful trip down memory lane to look at this. And we're actually just going to go out and see how much this deck can just stand like this in the modern queue. So the core strategy here is to resolve Indomitable Creativity for X equals 1, almost always, on a dwarf token off of Dwarven Mine or a treasure token off of Prismari Command. And that dwarf is going to turn into Velomachus Lorehold. We're going to start attacking immediately. Velomachus, when it attacks, digs 7 cards into your library, and you can cast an instant or sorcery with mana value equal to or less than the power of Velomachus Lorehold, which includes both Time Warp and Savor the Moment, which will allow Velomachus to attack again. So you can cast another Time Warp or Savor the Moment, which will allow Velomachus to attack again, and so on and so forth. To support this, we're playing some Lightning Bolts, some Remands, Wrenn and Six, Growth Spiral, Prismari Command, Teferi Time Raveler. So just a mess of Omnath-colored stuff. Growth Spiral is theoretically there in the main deck to help you get to a turn 3 kill. So this deck, compared to other builds of Creativity, actually has a pretty good matchup against sort of linear decks, things like Green Tron, where the other builds of Creativity will struggle more. So it has its advantages. Its main disadvantage is that Solitude and Unholy Heat are much more difficult cards for you to beat. You do have to board in a specific way depending on the certain matchups. We'll see as we get into them. We could be playing Cleansing Wildfire in the sideboard and just throw the burn matchup. I'm playing 2 Sunset Revelries. Again, this is a better burn matchup if your opponent does not respect your plan. You have a better burn matchup than some of those other decks. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. We've got a much worse matchup against things like Grixis. Probably things like Murktide, but again, a better matchup against some of the random stuff in Modern. So then after this, we're going to see if we can create a 2022 version. How's the Lantern matchup? For this version, not very good. For the ones that I had tuned up, it's okay because you've got Teferi Time Raveler and Prismari Command, which can remove a lot of their stuff. Wrenn and Six Ultimate is kind of annoying for them as well. Like, they have a lot of stuff that they need to try to needle. Obviously, this deck is better with the inclusion of Prismari Command. This version is playing, like, literally no cards from Modern Horizons 2, as I'm queuing up here. We're basically playing 0 MH2 cards. So the point here is to do the sort of historical retrospective. See how this deck fares in the modern queue. So this hand kind of sucks. Missing green mana entirely. We do have 12 fetches in the deck. We got a Lightning Bolt. We're against Gigantha. Okay, we'll mull. Okay, this one's not too much better. It's okay. We can go pretty low with no problems because of Wrenn and Six. All right, so this is our keep. Might be against Affinity, but we're going to bottom Foothills and Dwarven Mine, and we're off to the races. Actually, we might put the Time Warp in. Yeah, because if this is... And any Gigantha deck, we want the Time Warp in the deck for our linear combo. So one of the interesting parts about this deck is that you actually want to put all your Time Warps into the deck and leave them there as much as possible. Velomachus needs Serum Powder. No, maybe. Problem with that is Indomitable Creativity doesn't like Serum Powder. Doesn't like the white stuff. Just gets all up in its nose. Probably Tron. Yeah, with the way they... Can run Transmogrify instead? Yeah, you could, but it's a much, much, much worse card, so I wouldn't recommend it. But yes, you could. Karn liberated to hand. Okay. Yikes. All right. So here we're going to do one of the best worst plays that this deck regularly engages in. We're going to play Crappy Explorer. It's an okay draw. We need to find a creativity sooner rather than later. On the plus side, if they go Karn minus on Wrenn and Six, we can kill the Karn. So that's fine. And we'll be well set up to find a creativity. Once we do, we have a very good shot at winning the game. Okay. Yikes. Maybe we could have grabbed Steam Vents in case I find a Remand here. Nope. It's fine. Didn't find it anyway. Yeah, against Tron. Sure. Very little they could play here actually scares me. Although that's annoying. They're going to have 5 cards in hand, though, if they have Bridge and no land to play. Ballista. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Although I have triple Dwarf and enough mana to creativity all 3. So that's okay. So actually, if we draw the creativity, we're okay. Okay. Should have plus the Teferi so they can't Ballista for 1. They're not going to do it, but I should have. If they wanted to kill the Teferi, they would have done it before they passed the turn. If we draw Prismari Command, we can actually shatter or shock the Ballista and... okay. Or we just make the treasure. So I could thin my 1 more and make a Dwarf. It's worthwhile. Kill Ballista 2 on Karn, attack Karn. No, there's no way I'm not rummaging with this card this turn. And if I'm doing that, I'm making a treasure so I can actually get Velomachus out. I don't think that killing the Karn gets me anyway. They have 4 cards in hand. They probably have another. We're going to loot and make a treasure. That's the only play that I think makes any amount of sense. Because the thing is, if I don't make the treasure, I can't creativity for 1. They have a Ballista. All right. We have a very, very high chance of winning. All right. Anyone like to spin the wheel? Should have my dwarves attack Karn. I lose one dwarf. Goes to 1. Then next turn. No, I should, because then if I draw another Prismari Command... What's behind Dragon number 1? It's 3 Savor the Moments at a time warp. You've won. All right, so we want to shuffle before our next attack because there are 3 Savor the Moments on the bottom, and our opponent flat out concedes. I'm not saying this deck is broken, but it might be pretty okay still. Yeah, they could do that, Jen and I, but if I had hit another turn, like they lose the ballista for that, and then if I hit another turn, which they don't know until I attack, how are we going to shuffle before our next attack? I had a fetch land in my hand. Unless you were doing a bit. What's the benefit of running the Velomachus list? Increased chance to win with Wrenn and Six? Well, there's that, but there's also what we just did, which is a linear kill that that the other deck just can't do. So we need the Alpine Moon. No. I just hadn't finished the sideboarding. Because, like, I kind of like the bolts, because, like, I cleared a Karn with the bolt there, but at the same time, it's like, that's not the plan. For the record, Flusterstorm definitely sucks, but it is possible on turn 2 that you get to counter an important Sylvan Scrying or whatnot, so... $24 land deck, let's go. Oh, listen, Freedy. I'm not going to be playing it in the modernized version of this deck, but I did describe the exact situations in which it would be okay to play Growth Spiral, right? I did do that. Like, I said, like, this is an example of that deck, because I knew I was planning on playing it today. So do I want to lead on mine here? Yes, because I don't know that I need to cast Alpine Moon this turn, because I don't know that they actually have the setup for Tron for next turn. I'm sure they do, because they kept their hand, but this means I could hold Remand instead. Always lead on mine. I guess we have to, yeah. I mean, it's not actually an always thing, because the thing is, then that would give me another chance to draw a better land next turn. Okay, hopefully they're trying to YOLO into the Tron piece here and they miss. They did not miss. Okay. I mean, third land's a third land. It's like the worst possible one, but I'll take it. It means this can get the Ketria Triome, so we'll just Alpine Moon Tower. %80 of the time, always lead on mine. Got it. Then the Ancient starts. Yep. Do they find the Blast Zone with this, or did they already have it? Power plant. Okay. So they can play Karn next turn, but we have Remand, so that's okay. Ketria Triome. Good draw. Well, so my reasoning for naming Tower Freedy is it was the only one that I wasn't sure that they had one of. and it gives them green mana when I name the tower, if they have one. And at the moment, they didn't have any colored sources in play, which, yeah. Okay, so let's fetch tapped Raugrin Triome and Remand. And then let's just top deck any fetch land. And by top deck, I mean I've got 2 shots at it. Should Remand that, I think? Yeah, I think so. I might. Got him. No gut shots, please. Go, big dragon. Squirrel! Ah! All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that was the first one. Then we get a draw step. I had to savor. I was hitting savor there, so I didn't get to untap. I play a land. My draw was Sacred Foundry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we were gonna hit again. My opponent said, "Lot of fun." Listen, Greentron friend. Nobody registers Greentron because they want to have fun and interactive games with their opponent. So, you, my dear opponent. You, my dear opponent. Yeah, exactly. All right, keep that. Or throw that one out of a bed for eating a sandwich. All right. Is this hammer? I can't remember. It's hammer. Okay. There's a few potential downsides, like to the draw here, but I'm okay with it. Like if I shock there, it's probably better, but I'm okay with not. It's a pretty soft opening for them. So we're set up for the turn 3 kill. All we have to do is find any land. Oops. Oops. I couldn't remember what this card cost. Uh-oh. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. We have an audience. Come on now. Fetch land? 1 fetch land? Oh! Alright. That'll do. Performance anxiety. It's just nervous. Just nervous. It wasn't a fetch, though? I know. Oh, the miss! It's not a miss. We got the saver. The miss not. Huh! My heart. This time the miss? This time the miss. Okay. So we got a growth spiral here. That's fine. I'll let him draw a card. I've got a bolt, so we're probably okay here. That's a good draw. It's cold outside. Yeah. Listen, it's cold. It's not my fault. We almost got the turn 3 kill. Resolves. 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 No way! Man. Boy, am I going to have to block with my Velomachus. I should have bolted the Pure Steel with the Colossus Hammer on the stack. We'll be okay, but I did goof. I'm actually not going to bolt the Pure Steel. I'm going to save the bolt because we can just kill them. I have lethal in hand, right? Yeah, I have lethal in hand. So they didn't have Shadow Spear here, so we're fine. You know, Mystic Sanctuary got the ban, but I'm pretty sure I know the more powerful of its friends. And its name is Dwarven Mine. Oh! Opponent's getting... Oh, no, 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 no! Oh my god. They could have put... Oh, but it lose flying. Right. Outside the Shatter, anyway. So let's attack first. And then we'll go Shatter, Shock, Bolt. Let's see what we hit, though. So we hit a Savor. So cast that. Then we'll go 2 damage plus destroy target artifact. Oop. Oh, whoops. Got him! So we're playing Werther. Little bit Werther. And probably Alpine Moon. That's it. Yeah, and then Remand's not usually great here. Alright. I'm not telling anyone this deck is good, but sometimes it's really good. To be fair, we've found 2 matches where they're not trying to interact with us properly at all. And those ones tend to be a bit easier. This is no good. This is okay. We don't have any interaction, but Growth Spiral... Well, we do. It's Growth Spiral into Prismari Command. If they have a really fast hand, we'll get messed up here. But they're on green, so they're... Excuse me? Weren't we just playing against Hammer Time? I mean, it seems really cool. I'm not even mad. I'm just kind of impressed. That's really crazy. God, that is so wild. Yeah, that's exactly what I think they did, Smoochiolo. But, like, why would they need to sideboard Grazer against Ragavan? That doesn't make sense. Right? Like, that doesn't make any sense, does it? I don't think that it does. Hammer Time's already so good against Ragavan decks, right? Like, they don't need Grazer. Oh, they know they're cool. Happy Sandwiches around a lot, but... No, I totally agree, Phoenix. Like, I get it. Like, I get why they boarded it in. I don't know actually why they have it in the sideboard. Like, I don't get it. But I see what it's doing. I don't know why this is a thing that they think was worth doing in the metagame at large. They miss? I found Popter. Oh my god, so many blockers. Monkey with a hammer stops Murktide. Oh yeah! That it does. How do you know it wasn't main to start? I don't. There's 2 of them in play. It probably is. Probably is main deck. So here we have Chump Blocker, Blow Up, Construct, and Rummage. Yep, okay. Yep. Shatter. Psh. Okay. They have Blacksmith skill? Nope. They might be playing it. Hmm. Could have had Veil of Summer. That's true. It's true. I've had an Electrolyze Veil of Summer. That was zero amount of fun. Another Jesus. Oh. So my plan this turn was to go Wrenn and Six, Savor, put a dwarf in, pick up the planes, and then next turn I would be set up to play Velomachus the turn after, and I'd have a bunch of chump blockers. But now I don't have to do that. And all my time warps except for this one Savor are in my deck, so we're like very likely to hit that either or Prismari Command. I mean, we're definitely just putting the dragon in. Step 1, always have it. Step 2, never, and I let me repeat this for clarity. Never don't have it. So we didn't hit a we didn't hit a time warp. We did hit a wear tear. Oh, I can't fuse it though. So Prismari Command is better. So we're gonna go Shatter and make a treasure, I think. Or Shatter Shock. Shattering the Shadow Spear is almost definitely the most safe play. I don't like it, but it's like very, very safe. Shatter, Shadow Spear, Shock, Ornithopter. We could tear this Urza Saga. Yeah, no problem, Johnny. This is a tough one. I think Shatter Shock is pretty good. Makes this construct a 2/2. But if they can get a hammer equipped, I'm going to have to chump block. Shatter Shock is probably the best. Will you block my mighty dragon? Very well, opponent. You blocked the mighty dragon. You get +2 to your experience score. Okay. One little robot. Draw 2, kill token. Yeah, the thing is, my hand's pretty well set, Amplimox. If I get to attack one more time with Velo, it's basically over. The fact that they tap their Ink Moth, I think it's over. I think it's just over. Because they're not gonna try to. They're not trying to kill me this turn. And if they're not gonna kill me this turn, I don't think they're winning this game. So there are 6 non-Time Warp cards on the bottom of my deck, so we're just going to go straight to attacks. And this should end it. Yeah. Yeah, we can't lose. So we've got 2 turns stacked up. So first, we get a turn where we don't untap. Second, we get the Time Warp turn where we will untap. So we're swinging for 10 in the air anyway. If they don't have a blocker, they're deterministically dead. They concede. 4-0. 2-0, 4-0. What a ridiculous league. Naya Tree People. Okay. Okay. So this is similar to Fran's green white or Naya lands deck. I mean, it looks very similar to that. I like those decks a lot. Playing Reclaimer or Chalice is really good. What do I think about what this deck's matchup against Shadow and Bloom Nox? No comment. We're gonna die. We're gonna die so brutally. It's not funny. If they don't know what we're doing, we might steal one game. And it is possible to steal the match. It's possible. No, Johnny. F. Paulus played a deck that was almost exactly what you've constructed there for a long time. I mean, for several months. It's really cool. I mean, Convergent. Is it Convergent? Simultaneous, development of beautiful, brilliant decks is not even simultaneous, but like it was an original idea. It just happens to be one that someone else already had. What about Angel Emmy version? It's a little bit better of a matchup against GDS. GDS is really, really brutal, but sometimes you just steal games. Like I beat Soul Strong and another GDS player yesterday playing 4-color creativity. You have to know exactly like what the matchup is. Sideboarding is incredibly weird looking. Like the way you sideboard looks stupid. I'm not. There's no better way to say it. It looks dumb. Like you're cutting some of your removal for Ragavans and Death Shadows and DRCs to protect your potential combo kill because you have to do it. Like you have to go for the combo eventually. And you could board, like you could have a way that you tried to board more removal, but it just doesn't work. So it just comes down to like what kind of draw does the Grixis deck have, and what kind of draw does the creativity deck have. Yeah, Amplonox, it's tough because if you run into Tron, it's bad. If you had to choose this version or the Archon version, oh, this version for days, obviously. The thing about the Archon version is it's so close to what I already play that it's like barely a change, but it's a change that I clearly don't choose on my own. Whereas this deck is a deck that I am like very purely, it's like part of my, I don't know, like existence within being a streamer, within being a member of the Magic Online community. Like this deck identifies me and I identify with it, if that makes any sense. This is the deck that put my name on the map more than anything else, so it's hard for me not to choose it if given the opportunity. We against Jund Saga? Are people ripping out the old guard, or is this Abzan? My opponent did not discard Teferi, and their plan was to play a Tarmogoyf? Is that what I'm understanding here? Okay. GB Rock Saga? Sure. Whatever it is, I'm not pleased with my draw. With Reclaimer. Oh, Rock Claimer? Yeah. I'm really hoping it's Jund. I really hope they dash a Ragavan here. Oh, sure. Results. In before Loam Pox? Honestly, I have my 4th land in play. I don't even care anymore. Yikes. Ooh, not time for that yet. We did Fly By Night. We did Caress of Steel. We did Rush. 2112 is next. Oh, baby. Have you tried not drawing lands? Fran was by earlier, so I thought it was best just to be safe about that and just draw all my lands all the time ceaselessly. I think that's what he was trying to tell me to do. Yeah, I just... No Shadow Spear, huh? If they had it, they would have gotten it, right? Like, even though they couldn't equip it. Unless they're about to play it post-combat. They're attacking me? I can take 5. I probably should have blocked, because if they have the Shadow Spear next turn, whatever. I'm not concerned about it. Hey, look, we drew the creativity. I guess we should go ahead and win, huh? Okay, so let's thin by 1, just in case. All Time Warps are on deck. So we have, I want to say it's like a north of 70% chance to just go off here. Which of course means we're going to miss. But even when we miss, we tend to draw removal. Oh, Time Warp. Okay. There was only the 1 Time Warp in there, so we're not going to shuffle before the next attack. Or we could just draw a Time Warp. They're dead. I'm going to attack with everything, because if I draw Bolt or Prismari Command, I'm going to remove the construct. Yeah. So target player draws 2 and discards 2. And deal 2 damage. No. Target player draws 2, discards 2. Destroy target artifact. There we go. That's true, Spider, but at the same time, we get to win right now, which is one of the advantages of this deck versus things like Greentron, like we played earlier, where, you know, they actually do have a way to wipe your Emrakul, Sarah's Emissary, and things like that. So, yes, but Should win is not does win in Modern. Now, that said, against Jund, we're going to switch over to Emmy because keeping Teferi in play is not going to be 100%. We get to play Nahiri too, which this helps against the attrition game. We get Veil of Summer. We get one Alpine Moon. The rest of this stuff is not necessary. Wear Tear's okay. We'll think about it. Growth Spirals just all come out here. And since we're off of Velo, we can do that. And then sometimes what happens is I realize, like, well, let's just go up on threat density. Because Velomachus is infinitely castable. That's the other thing. Savor is a bit of a bad card to have in your deck a lot of the time. Three Archons, three Titans, or Sarah Emmy all do it there. Titan more deterministically wins there. Yes, again, in this matchup, I agree with you. In this matchup, yes. But not across the board. Run you through that choice. It's just basically for burn. You could play Blossoming Calm instead. Timely Reinforcements is what we used to play. They're all different varieties of not good enough. You can play Lightning Helix. Actually, maybe I would have liked Lightning Helix more, now that I'm thinking about it. Thanks, Notes. We haven't lost a game yet. Like... Keep. Totally, Spider. And there's, like, the philosophical heuristics, as I explained to you, of, like, where, like, you can analyze it, like, in the abstract as, like, what do you want the effect of playing the card Indomitable Creativity to be? But you actually have to run through the matchups a lot of the time to see what the different states are. Like, one of the things I like about all the Emrakul versions is there are a bunch of decks in the metagame where you're just like, YOLO 50-50. If I hit Emrakul, you will not be able to remove it, and I will win the game next turn. So, good luck. And oftentimes they don't have it. And then they die. Okay, I do not want to see a Tarmogoyf here. It's a Tarmogoyf. So there that is. Since I don't need to fetch and it might save me 1 point of damage, let's go ahead and not do it. This is a spot where obviously I would love to have Growth Spiral, but that doesn't mean it's right to keep it in post board. Although we don't have any prismatic endings in the 75, which is obviously a mistake, but that was like the idea of the build. Good job in the challenge yesterday. Thanks, Toboggan. It was a good time. Perfect. Yeah, you gotta get down in the streets. So Prismari Command currently totally dismantles the Saga value. So while it's very tempting to be like, yeah, just play the Teferi here and bounce the Tarmogoyf, what actually happens after that is they can make one construct and they're kind of more free to just do stuff. I think it might be correct not to. There's a good chance what I do is I shatter a construct, make a treasure, And then depending on how much mana they leave up, we just Indomitable the treasure next turn. They don't know I have the command, I believe. So let's see what they get here. We are going to fetch before the saga resolves so that I don't get needled. Before Chapter 3 resolves. Before they declare Chapter 3. If they do not make a construct, it is the most likely that I'm going to get like discarded. Now, they still can discard me. But we'll see. I don't have to shock here, but I think I'm going to. I don't think so, Blacksmith. You just get used to it. And I think you get used to it quicker than you would think. So what I don't want to see here is Black Source discard. Okay, so we're good here. Probably take this game. What is that going on? Teferi? Teferi. Okay, that's fine. I really like the basic island. I think it's very, very important. That's fine. Yeah, it's funny that people always say like, "Oh, the part of the deck that sucks is the mana base." And it's like, well, no, it's fine. It's just incredibly painful. Like, it's not bad. It's very functional. It's just you just take a million billion damage every game. No pain, no gain, brother. Hell yeah, buddy. Yeah, I think the island's important because of exactly Moon. If you just want to throw the Blood Moon matchups, then play a mountain. If you want the points against burn and such, then that's fine. You can do that. That's a legal play. We are down on time warps here, so if I hit one, I'm actually kind of lucky. Oh, full miss. Oh, that's so bad. Well, wow. That's on me. That's not good. So Velomachus is going to have to jump here. Brutal. I feel like Moon kind of just wrecks us in general. I beat Moon yesterday. The only Blood Moon deck I faced, I beat. It didn't feel difficult. Or we're just dead, huh? Wait, not if they can't equip the Shadow Spear. Okay. Oh, no, well, let's see. They need one more point. Okay. No, they don't. They equip the Shadow Spear. Sorry. Yeah, okay, cool. Unfortunate. It's fine. We got game 3 to go to. No, I've beaten a lot of Blood Moon Spider. Like, you have Teferi, you have Prismari Command to make treasures, creativity costs red X, or red X, so you can cast that through the Blood Moon, no problem. I really don't think Blood Moon is as much of a problem as you might think it is. You just need a lot of experience. Like, I've beaten Belcher, who's, like, gotten me with Blood Moon on, like, turn 2. You need to play the deck a lot in order to be able to do it. Like, yeah. If you put milk in cereal, does that make it a soup? I don't believe so. Some people say yes. I think there's more essential qualities to soup than just a technical definition only. It's like the sandwich argument. Like, You can come up with some kind of fancy system that's like, aha, that's a sandwich. It's like, yeah, but nobody's going to see it that way. This hand is really bad. But I am against a rock deck. All right. They had turn 2 Goyf every single... Oh, that's cute, Toboggan. Turn 1 discard into Goyf again. So let's see where their priorities are. They take the wear tear. Okay. Interesting. Second discard spell is fine. Means they're not playing a threat. Oh! Okay. That's a choice. I guess they had the bauble. But I really think that they overstretched by not bobbling themselves. You don't necessarily need turn 1 discard against my deck. So I'm going to make a play here that people are probably going to object to. First of all, I can't fetch green here if I want to cast Teferi. So I have to get Steam Vents. I'm just going to go ahead and immediately downtick my Teferi to draw. If they hit a land and they trophy my plus Teferi, I'm actually not particularly happy about it. I'd rather have the card, and they're going to trophy it anyway, and any other removal they could have for it. There we go. And I'm just happier to have cash in for the card. If they play a Goyf here, I'm more than happy. Because we play Dwarven Mine trigger, we have a blocker, and we play Nahiri, which is great. Perfect. Okay, beautiful. Be like a little annoying if they have like a push. I don't know if they would keep push against me. Never don't have 2 Teferis. That's the goal. Bye, Mom. Whale of Wummer? Nice. Will you Nahiri a Saga? It depends on the rest of the board state. Very likely. Very likely. Oh, they're struggling. I bet they have trophy to hit the Nahiri here. Witherbloom Command. Okay. They tried to mill a land, but they didn't get one. Well, I guess they would have had to mill 2 lands and pick up neither. All right. Let's see if they attack. They do. Okay. They attack the Nahiri. I guess that makes sense. Am I discarding anything this turn? No, because I have the Time Warp. Do I get a dwarf Or I'm just gonna... Oh, but I do have the Veil in my hand. I think we get a Dwarf. I should have discarded the Veil because I don't... Yeah, okay. So we'll discard the Veil on the next turn if I don't draw another fetch. Nahiri is busted with Time Warps. She ults so fast it's not funny. It's not the land I wanted. Okay, let's see what we hit. Okay. Bolt. Bolt is good. Just hold this for now. I don't need it in play. Okay. I think maybe we won. Not sure. Hi, Rabe. We were 2-0-4-0. Here against Black Green Saga, we did lose a game. Yeah, 2-0'd Greentron, 2-0'd Hammer. They're struggling over there. Oh. And then? Do they have the trophy? They choose Time Raveler. Yeah. I mean, they're staying in it. Of course, if I find a Bolt, it's just over, but you know, it's a good draw. Full miss? Oh no, there's a Wear Tear. Nice. Larynx. There it is. Velomachus. Velomachus. We do not have Jace in this version, Toboggan. It's an interesting question. I was considering it, but like the deck is just like so good at being linear, it feels like, that I haven't wanted anything like Jace yet. The Nahiris and the Emrakul coming into the sideboard is kind of that. And yeah. Thanks, Toboggan. I gotta be completely honest. My dad got this for me for Christmas, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a Magic shirt. That's what I looked up because you said that was the game you play. You sent me a link for it, so I'm pretty sure I got the right game." And I was like, "I don't think that's a Magic shirt. I don't recognize that logo." I was like, "It's probably a set symbol I'm not remembering." It's just like I've played with so few AFR cards in paper. All right, that is just the wrong side of keepable. Am I going to say that this is more keepable? Is that really what I'm about to demonstrate here? Opponent's on no companion. It's obviously more keepable, but I want a Wrenn and Six. There we go. If I got a mulligan at 5, I want the goddamn Wrenn and Six. Okay. All of our hopes and dreams lie on you, Wrenn and Six. Don't let me down, baby. We play Velo, we mull to 5. That's right. First rule about Velomachus Turns is we don't talk about mulling to 5. The second rule of Velomachus Turns is we do not talk about mulling to 5. Third rule, no shirt, no belt. No shoes? I don't remember what the line is. It's been a while. No shirt, no shoes. That sounds right. We have found the bane of our existence. It's called Basic Mountain. However, if they don't understand the build of creativity we're on, they might get caught. So no, I think the third rule is no shirt, no shoes, or something similar to that. There is a tap out rule definitely in the Fight Club rule list. Oh, it's Murktide. Is it? No. Is it blue red prowess? What are we what are you doing over there? Alright, they've successfully slowed me down. It can't be Blue Moon with a mountain, right? That makes no sense. Yeah, Wrenn and Six taking 5 points of damage against Mountain is definitely definitely I am pleased with the performance there. I should have played Arid Mesa here. Maybe they are on Blood Moons. They'd have to be a Psycho to Blood Moon here, but no, I I agree, Larynx. That's what I was just saying. Is there any black spell you would like to run in 4-color if you had black available? Kaya's Guile? What 4-color? What is the 4-color deck you're talking about? They're gonna be on creativity. They're gonna be on the is it creativity list. I think. Okay. Let's see. They might be. They might be. Because I can't think of a lot of other decks that are playing Prismari Command and would have this setup, right? I 5-0'd with that in the last week, so good draw. Does Blue Moon run mountains? No, no, they don't. That's the reason why. Opponent posted a blue-red splinter deck 6 years ago. Could be that. Yeah, yeah. It's, you're thinking with your noodle. That's tilting. Transmog to the yard. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, confirmed. But I have a bolt, so I can block them. Although if they creativity X2, well, we'll see. Oh, never mind. Oh, we can shatter if they go for their creativity. We can shatter. That's great. If they manage a treasure, that's really cute. Yeah, we're definitely advantaged right now. Now they play Spell Pierce. We do actually have to play around Spell Pierce and Remand. Magic is dumb. Larynx, please. Magic. The only way to win is not to play. All right. Y'all need Jesus or therapy. I can't decide which one. What am I, your life coach? God, I love that quote. Oh, four guile to four color. Unmoored ego? Or something like that. But they have Prismari commands too. I don't remember the name of that card. Murderous Cut. Murderous Cut. There you go. No, not murderers. Murderous. Yeah, we can creativity for X2. And we could do it through Spell Pierce, but Remand gets us good. Or Spell Pierce Remand. The question is, we can creativity for X1 twice? Is that what you're... Do I have enough red for that? I don't think I do, Rabe. These are both blue. That's the problem. I'm pinned on red. So, like, I think what I'm supposed to do here is go creativity the treasure token. They have a very limited number of things that could interact with this. How's Velo compared to Sarah? It's fine. Damn it. Ah. Yeah, we might be in trouble here. Now they get Archon, which in theory I could beat. Unless they get two. I should be able to stop them from getting two. Cheetah land into play? Yeah, that'd be great. Well, actually, if they put in 2 Archons, I think they only play 2 or 3. So that's kind of, we'll see. We'll see what they go for here. And if they have Spell Pierce's backup, it's like really, really going to be problematic. I don't think we can beat what's about to happen here. Probably. But we'll see. Yikes. Yep, there you are. Unfortunately, the way my hand was, I couldn't actually beat this. Now, if I hit Velo into a turn spell into a Teferi, what happens? I mean, I'm going to try, because, like, this is what you do. Take the Time Warp. I could have beat 1 Archon, but not 2. We just die to the second Archon. Unless Teferi flips me into... Oh, I don't have white mana. Alright, we're just dead anyway. Spreading Seas wrecked us in the mirror match here. That said, I think we have much better sideboard cards than they do. Yeah, I would hazard a guess that our sideboard cards are better. His opponent's deck a brew? No. Velomachus can cast creativity, you just can't put an X on it. Oh, creativity into Archon's been done a bunch of times. Why isn't growth good here? You just need more interaction, Spider. Like, the only thing you need is more interaction. You don't need to race them because it's just like, it's too, like, you can't go fast. No, you can't go fast against them because it's too easy for them to have Spell Pierce or Fire Ice to mess with you, or like it doesn't tend to work out. No, I like Spiral. It's just it's more for linear matchups, but I feel like the way for us to go is to become more interactive and resolve our combo before they can kind of resolve theirs. I'm actually wondering if I should leave the lightning bolts at all, or if like Flusterstorm, Veto, Remand, and the Teferis and the disputes are the way to go. Yeah, it's probably better. Yeah, well, bolt. It's like it's kind of necessary, but it's not very good. It's just Miser's Bolt. Get all my Teferis back. Yeah, like Rabe, I think is coming at it from the same place as me. I think it actually would be crazy to try to cut Teferi here. Teferi is just such a haymaker against them. No, we don't have Fire Ice. This is an old version. Yikes. This hand could be really good. You know, they have Transmog running if they cut it here. They could. I mean, this is kind of a 5, though, so we mull that. This is pretty awful. I think we keep this, though, because we're on 12 fetch lands. We just YOLO. We're gonna get spell pierced. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're just a bit better set up for this matchup, unfortunately. It's fine. It was 21-12. Now we have Farewell to Kings. Okay. They missed their land. I can't play Teferi with Mystical Dispute back up here, unfortunately. I can play it to play through Spell Pierce. I can't play it to play through Mystical Dispute. I think we make them have it here, and if they have Remand... If they have Remand, they go Land Creativity, we just get crushed. Yeah. Okay. I would like one more land, please, deck. Why didn't I go for it with the Dispute back up here? Because they're on blue-red Creativity Pie and they have 8 million burn spells. Not 8 million, but like 6, at least. It's just too easy for them to have Bolt and just, like, crush me. Jesus. Okay. Spell Pierce. Bolt the Dwarf. God, Bolt the Dwarf into draw land and Creativity would be so rough. I have to minus on their treasure? God, that sucks. Okay. Yeah, we got a minus on their treasure. Oh, they let me have it. Quality punt. Love to see it. They discarded 2 remands. That's wild. Wow. Afraid of Veil? Maybe. I guess they should be, but still. Alright, we win, I think. I don't have a second blue. So I'd like to find that. Alright, they're dead. Cool. I mean, I'll take the win. I don't feel good about it, but that was odd. It was odd. And that deck's been in the 5-0 multiple times. Our opponent is 3-0 with it, but these decks are just very, very powerful in a way where sometimes I guess you don't need to maybe understand the intricacy of it. I'm not trying to make myself sound smart. I'm stupid all the time, but you were both in each other's heads, yeah. All right, this is definitely a keep. It's not like the best keep. I'd like a third land or Wrenn and Six or another fetch land, but I'll definitely keep. They didn't sack their treasure when I Teferi minused on it. They Prismari commanded in a spot where I think they could have just cast Remand on my Teferi. They discarded two, like, because they were trying to hit their land, but it's like, I don't know. Yeah, that was like I didn't have anything. No, because when I played the Teferi, didn't I? I only had red up, right? Or am I wrong? Did I actually have green up? I don't think that I did. Maybe I did, and I'm just remembering it funny. Easy slam Ran IMO. Yeah, probably should have been. Did mine and Stomping Ground. That's probably true. Yeah, probably was easy slam Ren. Because now I'm just not going to be able to do anything. Just because of the clue. Yeah, you know what? I wasn't considering the clue. I'm not used to playing against hard evidence. It's no excuse, but it is true. Do I want to cycle my Remand here? I do. I have tried Archon. I wasn't a fan of it. Okay, so they can Creativity X1 next turn. So now playing Wrenn is bad. But if I play Wrenn now and they Archon, I can fire back with my own Archon or with my own Velo. If Velo hits me a turn, Velo dies into the Archon, but then I play Teferi bounce the Archon. Then they do get another turn. I think I have to play Wrenn and Six here. It's not great, but I'm going to do it. Like, they might respect the mana too, because this could be Bolt. I'm very much intending to fetch Raugrin Triome. Raugrin Triome. Yep. If I play Teferi, bounce the Archon, and draw a fetch land, or I draw the fetch land for my turn, I can protect Teferi from the next Archon if they have another Transmog or Indomitable. I think we're discarding Savor here. I don't love it. There's just the command. I don't need this anytime soon. Yeah, this song is unacceptably great, Goddess Girl. Also, how you been? We're on a rush kick today because of the anniversary of Neil Peart's passing. God bless it. Okay. They have a land and a creativity. Yikes. Just Transmogrify is not too bad. Of course, drawing this Velo is really bad, because now I only have the one in the deck. God damn it. Yeah. Dang. So I probably can't go off now too. Ah, God, that's so tough. All right. I mean, Savor was great there. Thanks, Rape. Well, to play? Not really. This just, the attack kills me. That's the problem. Is it wasn't good enough. I needed to draw a land here, so I could like time warp or just explore with it. Yeah, I know, but then I just die. This attack's for lethal right now. It's over. I can't win. I needed to either draw the land there or not. It had to be a Teferi or another land, and I didn't hit it, and that's fine. Like, it's like a semi-mirror match, but they had the spreading seas in game one that messed me up pretty good, and it's fine. It's fine. I don't know if I boarded perfectly. This deck is doing way better than I was expecting it to, so that's something to be immensely pleased about. Well, yeah, and then like losing the creativity mirror match, it's like, it feels good. I don't mind at all. All right, good hand for Growth Spiral. Another Greentron, huh? Okay, being on the draw here might get us killed, but we might be good enough. We'll see. I cannot begin to explain how important Growth Spiral is for this deck against that deck. And back in the day against Primeval Titan. Did it do well in a challenge? I haven't seen that recently, but it could have happened yesterday. Oh, they whiffed. They have Tron anyway? Let's find out. Top 10 or better? Sure. They had Tron anyway. Fuck. Okay, well. If they plus, we probably get away with murder here. And they might. They might. Nope. I've seen people do it before, but... Now we could find a bolt. Found a bolt. No second Karn. No Ulamog, please. Ugin is totally fine. Totally fine. Best way to play Archon in Modern is almost definitely like Esper Reanimator. Spike's been tearing it up with that deck. All right, we're in it. We're in it. Let's go. We got believers in chat. Do we have believers? Because if you're not believing in this, y'all need Jesus. And lo, did the dragon come down from the mountain and fail to find. Shocking this is not good enough. However, if I make a treasure, I can definitely creativity again next turn. So the question here is, do I think they have a second way to remove Velomachus that they would want to like that they could play and use? Or am I happier to Prismari Command here? Yes, that I understand, Larynx, but the question is, we get a little bit more mileage out of making a treasure and shocking it, and then they need a second way to remove it, which they almost definitely have. So yeah, bolting it is probably better. If they have an O-Stone in their hand, it's going to be really annoying. But yeah, I think I'm going to bolt it, but it is an interesting conversation, or theoretical conversation. I've made my choice. Man Nodders. The Shocker? Okay. What do you got? That's not good enough. All right. Looks like we got it. You don't like the gambling rape? You don't like gambling in your Magic the Gathering, sir? Oh, I'm Mr. Abe. I want to play Magic with zero RNG. Here's my deck. It has perfect consistency. It's 60 islands. I know, Ray. I do too. I agree with you. But this deck is a blast to play. I can't no, I know, but I can't stop myself from loving this deck. Like it's just so much fun to just be like, well, we're here. Let's go. And sometimes you just like kill them on turn 3. Back in the day when like there was so much Titan, like I would play Titan like 3 times per challenge. This deck had a 100% win rate in competitive play against Titan. I never once lost against Titan in challenge level play. You can ask Jose, you can ask House of Mana. I just crushed them so many times with this deck. It was playing 4 remands at the time, but all right, I'll be right back. But Titan just couldn't touch you. My opponent just said, never thought turn 3 Tron in the play is still not enough. Oh, opponent, you haven't played enough Modern yet.
I said, make way for Willie, you bloated gusbug!
Goddess Girl, you still here? Cinderella Man has some underrated bass playing from Geddy Lee. I've never heard anyone talk about this song, but it is. Oh, they're just gonna natty try me, huh? Yikes. Feels magic, man. All right, I mean, there's nothing for it. Oh my god, what did you keep? Warping Whale? Oh shit, it's just discarding the hand size. I did not need to fetch here. Do you Savor here? No, because I'm worried about what they have in hand being Warping Whale. I guess they'd only have 5 mana to do anything next turn. The thing is, so the reason I'm not going to Savor is because even if they play Karn 7 and they go after my lands, we can Prismari Command in response, which puts me back up a land, and something that I can... Oh, but I can't... Maybe I am supposed to Savor here, actually. I think I have to Savor, Mr. Ray, because if they exile my land, I can't... I can make a treasure token, but I won't be able to Creativity it. So I think I have to Savor. So it's not that I want to Savor, I think I have to Savor. I'm forced into it. And if they have the counter, that means they only have 5 mana next turn, which is not too scary. Yeah, I have to Savor here. Thanks for asking the question, Ryan. And unfortunately, the way I fetched here means I can't have Flusterstorm up if I want to... Oh, no, I could. Okay. And 9 doesn't do anything special for them. Although an O-Stone is really inconvenient. Although I have Prismari Command to force the action, so we'll see. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Oh, sure. Yeah, easy. Take it. It's all yours. And now we can even beat Flusterstorm, or not. We can beat Warping Whale, or Dismember. Yeah. I didn't, Noble Rooster. You have to ping me if you want me to see stuff in Discords. I'm really inattentive to the day-to-day conversations in most Discords. It's not you. Everyone everywhere gets the same treatment. I just have a really hard time tracking. It's too much information all over the place. I'm in too many Discords. They could have double Dismember. Yeah, there's a Warping Whale. No, I know, Ray, but like I feel like some people do. And like I don't, for whatever reason, I don't like just dropping in on conversations in a Discord. Like doesn't work for me. Like sometimes, but rarely. It's not about being a boomer. It's just like too much stuff going on. Like I have a couple of group chats and I just have them muted. And then when people at me, then I respond. Should I attack down the Karn just in case I miss? I guess so. Sure. Why not? So we missed, so it was a good thing I did. Oh, we got to turn this one up. Discard this second Prismari Command. True, Donk. True. No, I still want that. I'd probably pitch the Saver because I have the Time Warp. I would think. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I agree with you, Ray, but at the same time, like, they already played one Warping Whale, and I might need it. I'm not saying I will need it. I don't think I'll need it. I don't want to need it, but, like, if they play a Sylvan Scrying or a Ancient Stirrings this turn, I'm going to Flusterstorm it. Because it's going to mess with the amount of mana to play a payoff. Oh, we just go off again. Did it? They haven't played a land yet? Oh, we got another 3-2 with Prismtron. It's an instant, Tabby. They have to pop this now, so that means we get another shot at them, which is good. I was ready to draw Velo there. I didn't speak it into existence, but... Well, we're not there yet, Donk. If you really want to see Tron get smashed by this deck, just put Cleansing Wildfire on the sideboard. Then it gets gross. There it is. All right, that's game. Thanks, baby. Thank you. Thanks, Dragon. You're so good to me. I know you have performance anxiety sometimes, but God bless you. You beautiful, beautiful man. Full miss. You know what? You know what? I got this one, Velo. I got this one. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. "4-1 only loss was to the mirror match in 3. Semi-mirror match. Is this tweet-worthy? It's tweet-worthy. Any changes you make? Well, that's what we're about to do.